Art on Tap is an event where the craft of beer making meets visual art. So today we're going to visit some behind the scenes action with Chandelier Island Brewery and also Hops and Growlers. So join us as we kind of get some little insight about what they're about. Let's go.
I think certain beers create certain moods and certain moods create certain beers, and certain ingredients, raw ingredients, also go into making a great beer. I'm Scott Hickson. I'm the owner-operator of Hops and Growlers along with my wife Teresa. I run a homebrew shop / craft beer store / winemaking, home brewing supply store. Now we're about to incorporate a brew pub into our operation come July 1st. I look at it as a creative extension, almost in a culinary sense. Not that
or whatever you think I should try. All right, here we go.
What it means to me is a beer that's crafted, that's handcrafted, that someone's taken the time to do the research and do the work and use great ingredients. And that when I look at craft beer, I look at the time it took somebody to create this. And just like a piece of art, I look at beer the same way.
My name is Kenny Caraway, and I am in sales, and sometimes I jump in when we need all hands on deck. I love beer. Actually, I'm drinking some now. Yeah, out of a cup that I made. I like drinking out of something that I made, and I like being able to get comfortable with it and live with the piece. I want people to live with my pieces, not just put them up on a shelf. I want them to break them because they know the guy that made it. We gotta have room for beer, and this one does actually. This one will get you drunk. Sometimes I may not want a beer, but most of the time I do, especially if I'm eating a really outstanding meal, depending on what kind of meal, depending on what kind of food. And Freemason actually goes really well with crawfish. Yeah. Craft beer is a search. It's trying to find what we like to drink, and we've got it dialed in. Dave the brewer has it really dialed in. I call him the alchemist that got it right, and we make what we want to drink, and then we hope that our customers enjoy it, and we try to cater to our customers and find out what they like drinking as well. This beer has 4 elements. It has water, wheat, hops, and yeast. And if it were not for yeast, we would not have brewers, we would not have bread, we would not have bad decisions, and we would have all finished college sooner than 7 years. Cheers.
My name is Corey Page, and I'm the huckster of ales at Chandelier Island Brewing Company. So the only thing I don't help do, is touch the beer. I don't mess with the beer. I don't act like I know how to make beer. Chandelier Brewing, it's about local, and craft in general is about creativity. It's about, there are no barriers. Just make what you feel and drink what you like. I knew very little about beer when I started with Chandelier Island Brewing Company. Craft beer is an industry that's really grown on the coast, and all my years of being a bartender, it wasn't a big thing. So learning about the craft and different flavors and different styles and things like that weren't really an option to most of us down on the coast before. There is no limit, everything is your IPA and his IPA and his IPA. It can be 3 different IPAs, even though they're still an IPA. So you're learning, the style difference between West Coast IPAs and East Coast IPAs and traditional IPAs.
So it's very much kind of like art, how
correct. I mean, it is creativity.
Different approaches.
Because the little change you make in your IPA compared to his IPA could make a world of difference for everyone who likes IPAs or people who don't like the style of IPA but really like yours. So it's kind of neat. Try it. Don't be afraid. Craft can be a new way of life for so many different people when it comes to them drinking a certain type of beer. There are so many more out there. There's thousands of different kinds of chocolate. If you like one chocolate, you might like all of the chocolates. You may not love all of them. but you got to try it.